to duck. Teach me how to duck. Teach me how to duck. Teach me how to duck.
So, let's say that you are a new player on Elite Anarchy and you have just obtained your first ever kit. Or let's say that you are a very old player who is running out of ideas on how to keep themselves entertained on this server filled with endless possibilities. I myself have been faced with those questions, not knowing what to do next after having spent nearly a year active on the server. However, unlike many, I have overcome these spurts of boredom by finding ways to keep my interest in Elite Anarchy aflame. So, that is why I have compiled this list of 7 things that you should do on Elite Anarchy. Let us waste no time getting into this video, starting off with number 1. Now, for the first item on our list, I am obviously going to suggest that you go stash hunting. Because, in an anarchy setting, anything you find is fair game. You can easily find a plethora of rideable stashes just by spending time flying around the area surrounding the Elite Anarchy overworld spawn. Or by checking what's through any portal you may find in the Nether. You would be surprised as to how many people foolishly leave shulkers of loot so close to 0-0. I, myself, have found many stashes using that method and have gathered many cool collectible items such as banners and rare kits. But if number 1 doesn't fit your fancy, then perhaps you will be better suited with number 2. Which would be to join or even to create a group. Being involved in a group is a great way to ensure yourself a position within the community of the server. Being involved in a community within the server is a great way to form relationships with other players, find a place of refuge, and can even help your name become more well known across the server. There are many groups on Elite Anarchy, such as the Raiders or VR, that would be more than welcome to bring in new recruits. Now, if you are already in a group or you have no interest in being a part of one, then I am sure you will like. Number 3. Now, for the third item on our list, I am going to bring up something that has been done many times in the past, but with the right amount of determination. You yourself could do it bigger and better than ever before. I am of course suggesting that you host an event. Hosting an event for the players of Elite Anarchy to attend and enjoy is a great way to both boost interest in the server and to encourage peace among the chaotic player base. Events have been hosted in the past, and often are sabotaged by griffers, but by done right, perhaps you could be the person that could satisfy players looking to return the server and give them a reason to stay through introducing them to new players and showing them that Elite Anarchy can continue being a server that flourishes with players that actually care about the server and its enriching history. If you like number 3, you are going to love number 4. Similar to number 3, number 4 involves the cooperation of other players, which is tricky but not impossible. Especially since this entry involves uniting players under a common goal, which is obviously to start a community project. Having players band together in order to accomplish a common goal is a great way to show to the entirety of Elite Anarchy what you are capable of, especially if you are actively involved in a group. If you are unsure of what you could possibly do for a community project, here are some ideas. You could create a major build, terraform or further destroy the areas around spawn, or even creating sky art to promote the name of your group or your name in general. These kinds of builds are a great way to consolidate your name into the fabric of the history of Elite Anarchy. And speaking of history, let us jump right into number 5. The premise of my YouTube channel is to inform the players of Elite Anarchy of the history of the server, which, at first, was not very well known. I believe that my endeavors in spreading awareness of the history of the server has somewhat been successful, which is why I think it is very important for all players to visit the historical site that I have listed on screen now. Visiting these historical sites are also a great way to explore the server, and perhaps you yourself will come across something extraordinary. Now, it is one thing to visit old bases of Elite Anarchy, but another thing to build one. Which is precisely why number 6 is to build a base. Building a base on the server is a fantastic way to flex your creativity and to give you a reason to log in every day. Seeing a major project through to the end, personally, is the most fulfilling feeling that you could ever experience in such a chaotic environment. Now, any base that you may decide to build does not have to be a mega build like Mariana Fort, nor as isolated as Space Shire was. But it is both practical and resourceful to have a place to call home in such a chaotic environment where you cannot be entirely sure who to trust or who may stab you in the back. Now, leaving you with that reassuring thought, let's jump right into number 7, which is to make friends. When you are active in a Minecraft server with such a harsh environment like Elite Anarchy, it is very important to have people there to hold you up in the event of a catastrophic event and just to simply have fun with. It'll make life in Anarchy much worth it. But with that being said, I hope that this video did something to somewhat ignite or reignite your desire to play on Elite Anarchy. I truly do encourage you to join onto the server because it is a casual Anarchy experience like none other. I will catch you all next Saturday for another Elite Anarchy video. Take care, guys.